So, hey, so sure you read the question, and I've got three examples here to help me answer it, in my opinion. Um, so let's just dive in. So this first one here, this is a Kershaw 1745 Enter G2, and so I say it like that because it's ENER-G2. It's a liner lock. It's a flipper, and it's designed by Lee Williams. Now, I've featured two of his other Kershaw knives in videos on my channel. And what's special about Lee Williams knives, Lee Williams is the inventor of the kickstop. Well, before the kickstop was the Lee Williams Kershaw. And as you can see, this flipper tab is not connected directly to the blade. It's a loose connection in there that allows leverage to be created, which flings that blade out and with a lot of force, and then it hides the flipper tab in the handle, so you don't have any protrusion on the bottom or the top from the flipper tab. This one runs on washers, bronze washers, and not bearings, but it is super snappy. So this knife is basically a brand new knife. It's never been carried. It's only been out of the box to be handled and looked at and talked about. It comes with 13C26 steel, and it was manufactured in October of 2007. My understanding is that was the last year it was produced as well. I don't know that for a fact, but yeah, really nice. So I've actually got three Lee Williams designed Kershaws. And like I say, this one's new, only ever been handled like I am doing on this video. It's kind of special to me. I'm really a fan of Lee Williams and these opening mechanisms that he's designed. And I hope one day to get me a kickstop just to keep that going. But I've got some Kershaws, and I'm very pleased to have them in my knife collection. So yeah, the 1745 Energy 2 13C26 steel. Even though it's on washers, it's got amazing opening action, and it closes pretty good. It just takes a little coaxing, and it'll run on those washers. And it's got a hollow ground blade, so pretty sharp. Let's put this one up here and go to the next one. So this is the Kershaw Matrix. I'm actually going to do that one last. This is a Kin Onion Rainbow Leek 1660 VIB. And it's special in this coating that's on this knife. So there's all those specs. 1660 VIB ST, a Kin Onion Leek. It's got the speed safe opening system. This knife has never been carried. This is basically a brand new knife. It's only ever just been handled like this, cleaned up and put back in a case. And it also has been discontinued, and I don't know if it's rare, but it's interesting the process that they go through to create this coating on steel. This actually has 14C28 steel, and they put a voltage on it like titanium. They put it in a vacuum with titanium oxide and oxygen, and it creates this wonderful rainbow coating on these knives. And so, yeah, I mean, I'm enough of a fan of a Kershaw Leek that I think everybody should at least own one. Pretty iconic knife. This knife was actually named the Knife of the Year by Blade Magazine. Um, 2000 something. Yeah, I'd have to look up the exact date, but when this came out, it was named Blade of the Year for this little knife right here. Pretty cool. So this last one is a Kershaw Matrix. It's a HCR13 MOV steel. It's a 7007 OL. And it's got pretty good ergonomics in the hand. This knife has been carried and sharpened. And the pocket clip runs pretty good. Fits in a pocket pretty easy. This is a knife that if I'm traveling, I may take this knife. Just because, I don't know, sometimes you get in a squirrely situation and next thing you know, you've got one of your nice knives that's staying behind in some kind of confiscation protocol. I don't know. It's kind of weird. So if I'm going to have somebody confiscate a knife, I don't want it to be a knife that I'm highly invested in. So yeah, I use this one for that. Yeah, it's, that I'm a fan of the Speed Safe. I like it. I own quite a few auto knives, side opening, and OTFs. To me, it's not a lot different. These Speed Safe knives, it's like an automatic knife. You don't get the satisfaction of, the drop shut action. But if you've got knives on bearings, you kind of don't have that in that knife either. So, yeah, I mean, I'm a fan of the Speed Safe. I like it. It's a quick deployment. They lock up well, and most of them, at least the ones that I own and that I like, are still a one-handed operation knife. If my hand is occupied, I can bring this out, put it to work, and I can put it away. Yeah. So the Matrix, it's an HCR13 MOV, price-wise. So this is one of the reasons why this one's out here, is this one you can pick up for under $30. So this is a sub $30 knife that is comfortable in hand. It's thin. It's super lightweight. I don't know what that weighs, but 2 ounces maybe. I mean, really lightweight. It's got a nice blade shape. It's a good slicer. It cuts well. It takes the edge well. Hopefully this is sharp. I hate to say that and then find out that the knife's not sharp. Yeah. And it's under $30. HCR13 MOV. Which, I mean, I know that's not a top tier steel, but the price point at under $30 isn't a top tier price point. It's just a great little pocket knife for under $30, the Matrix. This one here, this 1660 VIB-ST, it's discontinued. And you can find them used, I think sometimes in a new condition in eBay for around $150. So they're kind of prized. I mean, I'm pretty sure if you looked at eBay right now, you'd probably find several of them for sale, but they bring a few dollars. So, yeah. And then last but not least is this Lee Williams designed 1745 Energy liner lock. It's got the basically his version, the kickstop mechanism back when it was with Kershaw. Yeah, kind of neat. I don't know what you'd call it. Is it fulcrum? The way that functions? Maybe that's what it is. I'm not sure. But I know I like it, and I like the uniqueness of it. But you can find these. The last one I saw was used condition on eBay, and it was around $125. So, very cool knife. I think kind of collectible. And so I think based on these three knives, the question stands is, or are Kershaw's worthy of a serious knife collector? I think they are. So the answer's either yes, they are, or I'm not a serious knife collector. It could be either or. But anyways, these three are kind of cool, and I like them. And these two especially are parts of my collection. This is an inexpensive carry knife that can be lost or used or whatever, and I think it's worthy to bring up because Kershaw does have a lot of knives in that price range that are worth carrying, putting to work. So anyways, Kershaw's, I think they're worth it. I appreciate you watching.